the soldering task. You need to prepare schematic diagram, bill of materials, actual components, personal protective equipment, soldering tools. Then, you must wear the necessary personal protective equipment. This is our PCB. Sandpaper to clean up the PCB. Soldering lead. The actual components for our assembly. Preheating the soldering iron. It means you are going to plug in the soldering iron on the outlet. Yeah. And wait for a few minutes for the soldering iron to be ready for its soldering process. After preheating the soldering iron, you need to clean the tip of the soldering iron, and we call it tinning process. So how to do the tinning process? We have to add a little amount of solder on the tip of the iron. This is the tip of your soldering iron. You add a little amount of solder. After doing so, wipe it on a damp rag. So this is your damp rag or wet rag. Wipe it there. You have to do it quick. Then, again, add a little amount. Do it again to make sure that the soldering tip is clean. After doing so, place it on the soldering iron stand. And this time, it's time for us to clean up the PCB. So this is your PCB. This is the PCB. We need to clean up using this sandpaper. Our PCB is now very clean. This time, it's time for us to insert or place our components. And this is the position, this way. And this is the placement of our components. And make sure to follow that placement, including its polarity. Start in soldering any kind of electronic circuit. We have to start soldering on the smallest component. In our case, we start here with diode, rectifier diode. So we have in here, you have to follow the polarity and on the parts placement, and they should be inserted this way. This is the component side, and we do it on the other side and apply solder. So set it here. We have to tin again. By the way, the proper way of handling your soldering iron is to hold it like a pen. Make sure to hold only by its handle. Add a little amount of solder to clean it again. Wipe on a damp rag or a wet rag. Do the process again to make sure that the soldering tip is clean before starting your soldering work. Now, let's heat the leg of the component and the pad. Then apply a little amount of solder on it. Just enough. Alright. Also in the other side, heat the leg and the pad. Apply a little amount of solder until such time that the soldering lead reaches the entire pad. And that's it. We're done with the first component. Diode number 1. And try to check. Oh, the solder so far is nice. And we go on the other side. If the components is properly in its proper position, it's okay. Let's proceed to the next diode. Do the same. You have to follow the parts placement in placing your components on the PCB or This time we are going to insert the voltage regulator. We have here the first one is on top, based on the parts placement, is 7805, which must give us the output of more or less 5 volts. Okay. There are 3 legs, so we have to attach first the first leg. Solder one leg first. Hit the leg and the pad, apply a little amount of solder very quickly, and that's it. After doing so, check its alignment, its position to the other side, if it's okay. As you can see, its position is okay. So we can go solder on the other leg. Okay. Hit the leg and the pad, add a little amount of solder very quickly. The same at the center, and that's it. Let's proceed to the next voltage regulator. It has 78. Apply heat on the leg and the pad. Put a little amount of solder very quickly. Remove it. That's it. Okay. And we turn it around. It's perfectly calm. The other side as well. Apply a little solder in it, and that's it. It's now done. So you can see the soldering of our power supply is done. Okay. Alright. And it's time for us to cut any extra legs on the solder side. Cut it. Okay. To make sure that our output is clean. In here, so that's in here. Okay, that's it. That's the output that we have. Solder side. Alright, and on the component side, this is our output. Look at that. Look at how beautiful it is. Alright, thumbs up. Very good.